Hi, this is how to make an arrowhead. So first, you gotta choose your stone. This is obsidian. It breaks very well, mostly like glass. There are other types of rock, such as agate, jasper, chalcedony, and stuff like that. It's much harder, and usually you would need a rock to preform before you turn it into an arrowhead, knife blade, axe, or anything of the sort. Today, I will be showing how to make a knife and maybe a couple arrowheads. We'll see. I have this big piece of glass that is from a TV. It's turned purple, and I'm going to see what I can make out of it. So, here's my instructional video. These are the tools that I use. Found a nice river rock in order to preform and bop, as they call it, on my material. I have a few different kinds of rods, one copper and one brass, and some glass nippers, which is kind of cheating. Maybe I'll see if I can get along without it. Hopefully, at the end, this will be a really nice looking knife or battle axe or something, but we'll see. It takes quite a while, sometimes up to 4 hours in order to perfectly make something, because you got to go very slow and cautiously. Alright, so let's start and get ourselves a slab, as we call it, a thick rectangular piece of glass in order to knap. I'm going to have to use a rock or bopper of some kind in order to liberate this material from the main slab which I'm hoping to perform on. And so, here's an example. Glass in the mouth, that's no good. Maybe I'll hit it away from me. And there we go. It broke, but at least I have some material to work with. Now, while I try to get the glass out of my mouth, we'll see what we can make. Piece of glass that I'm going to be working on today. It ought to make a very fine knife or example that I can show you. There are plenty of these small pieces that have flaked off almost perfectly, forming an arrowhead. Razor sharp indeed. And I still have that piece of glass. It seems to be in my mouth or throat area, so we'll see. Just be a lesson to everybody to be careful in what you're doing, because it's definitely not fun to get any of this glass on you. And mind that you do get cut, and sometimes, you know, things happen, but always wear protective eyewear and gloves, which I'm missing. But anyway, let's see how this goes. Piece of leather, and now I'm going to try to work the material. So first, you take one of these copper or brass bars, strike gently on the surface right here, and then try to make a ridge. You hit it, flip it over, hit it, flip it over, hit it, repeat, etc. Let's see how this goes. I'm going to get a ridge along the glass, and hopefully I'll be able to put it on the whole thing, and this will make a very, very nice knife for somebody. So let's proceed. It breaks very fine, as it's from a very old TV, and the glass is starting to turn purple, as I mentioned. I got quite a little mess here, and so plenty of stuff to work with, but see, as I progress with it and I form a ridge on it, and so this soon will be a beautiful piece of art. The tip of it that broke off, so now I have a little material to work with, but I could probably still fashion it into some kind of spear point. And so let's continue. It's coming together. You can see that I've shot flakes mostly across the side. That's what you're looking for, is nice, even kind of flakage. This side is real rough, not too napped, but hopefully that by the time that it gets a little bit narrower and becomes a fine spear point, that everything will work out and it will look great. And I'm getting very close to having a functional perfect spear point, or possibly a small utility knife. It is looking pretty good, pretty good. The way that I work the glass is by using this copper rod, and I just kind of pop it, you know, and it works pretty good. Copper is a nice and soft kind of material, something with a soft edge on it, mostly works. It seems to be one of my favorites. And I haven't napped in about, that's what it's called, napping, making arrowheads. I haven't done that in probably, it's been a few months, so it's nice to get back into it. It's a beautiful day here in Southern California, and I'm very close to making this a gorgeous piece. There it is. You notice that the ridges are even on the side, and quite beautiful. This would make an excellent spear point or a possible short knife. And so let's move on to our next creation for the day. This is what I got for the day. I'm about to go on my daily hike, so I hope that you enjoyed it. Subscribe and tell me what you want to see. I'll put it out there for you. Alright? Thanks.